back to another episode of the Trojan Talk podcast. We're your hosts, Addie Bartman
and Addison Metters.
During this episode, we're going to be going over a wide variety of events happening here at West Central High School. We'll be going over the fall play, FFA, cross country, fall formal, and volleyball in the football regions.
Our Trojan volleyball team will face off against the number 1 seeded Sioux Falls Christian tonight in a Region 3A matchup.
Over the season, our team has dealt with a lot of injuries. We've had 5 concussions and an ACL tear.
With the injuries, that means we had to switch up our rotations and try different players in different spots. But each injury has healed so far, and we are ready to play tonight.
Yep, I think it'll be a good game, hopefully.
The 3A region is made up of a lot of difficult teams, and it is a very hard region to come out of, so hopefully we're able to do that tonight.
And that wraps up volleyball, girls, and their season.
This week we'll be going over the game on November 3rd, Friday, for the football against Lennox. So now we're on to football.
This is Will Cool, and I'm here with
Percy Johnson
And Katie Gates.
and we're covering football. And who do you guys play this next week?
So we're going to be playing Lennox this week.
And there was something very interesting about the Lennox versus Canton game. You guys thought one of the other was going to win.
Yeah, so we thought Canton was going to be a big competitor in the playoffs this week. They were really our only threat in playoffs, but Lennox ended up beating them out, and we blew Lennox out last time. So, yeah.
What do you think Canton's strengths were compared to Lennox's?
Well, Canton had a really good running game, and Lennox is dominantly throwing, and so it wasn't really raining out. So I'm guessing they got to throw the ball a lot more compared to when we played them.
And then, so our strengths is West Central. We're a good team. We've only lost 1 game. So what do you think our strengths compared to Lennox's weaknesses or their strengths are?
Well, our strengths is we have a really good pass defense, so our corners are really good. We have really good zone coverage, and that's really good because Lennox isn't a really big running team. So, and then our weaknesses is probably when we get down, when we're losing, we don't really play. Everybody gets in their heads, and we end up just.
Okay, so when you guys are playing Lennox this next game, who do you think's gonna come out on top, and why is that?
I think we are because, last time we blew them out, and this time they're not really they don't have a really good run defense, and we do a lot of up the middle OG. OG is basically like a T formation. Yeah, T formation with wings and backs. So yeah, they can't really stop it. So.
Do you think there's any certain players on the other team that's going to be more difficult to stop than the average football player?
No.
That wraps up football.
Now we're on to cross country.
I'm Regan Brown. I'm Glenn Peters. We talked to runners Maylee, Aubrey, and Peyton and how they felt going into state. We asked them lots of questions. What they were most nervous for, what they were excited about, how long they've been participating in cross country, and what they thought about this season.
They proceeded to tell us that they didn't want to let down the seniors at their last cross country meet. They all seemed pretty confident in their team and what they could do. They have been in this sport from their first year to their 4th year competing. They all seem to love their team and the sport they do. They can't wait for next year.
Now the results of the state cross country meet. Our boys team placed 7th and had senior Ben Strunk and junior Jonathan Ross placing in the top 20. Ben placed 11th and John placed 15th. Then Jacob Peterson placed 50th, Peyton Tesloff placing 56th, Cade Ruby placing 82nd, and Kuiper Hilger placing 92nd. We are proud of the boys and can't wait to see what they will do to prepare for next season.
Next, our girls. They placed 8th as a team. Their top 2 placers were Lucy and Sarah Johnson. They placed 41st and 44th. Next, we had Brooklyn placing 47th, Maylee placing 54th, Aubrey placing 62nd, and Drew placing 79th. They all talked about how they wish they could have done better, and none of them ran their best, but we all were so proud of them for making this season a season to remember.
Thanks for Regan and Glenn on the update on the cross country state run.
This week, Will, Mercer, and I will be going over different topics on FFA and what they'll be doing in nationals in Indianapolis.
This is Will Cool, and I'm here with
Mercer Johnson.
Caden Gates.
and the team for West Central is participating in the Nationals FFA, and you know what they're doing?
Yeah, they're going to nationals for their market plan team.
And you know what this market plan team does?
Yeah, so they come up with ideas for bigger corporations and companies and pitch them to them.
Okay, and what certain companies are involved in this?
Yeah, Nose Bison is involved with them.
And what is their market plan?
They hunt wild animals for sport.
And so I hear they're doing a trophy hunt from this. Do you guys know what this is?
Yeah, that's where they hunt wild animals for sport.
Okay, do you know who's on the team, who's coaching the team, who runs it?
Yeah, so Linda Peterson, our agricultural teacher, is coaching the team.
And so, do you know who leads this team for the market team in FFA Nationals?
Nobody really leads it, but Madison DeMent is also on the team, and she graduated last year, but since she qualified last year in state, she was able to still participate this year.
Do you know her market plan last year? Or anything
I
about
don't.
it? You don't remember? Okay. And what are the different categories you can compete in?
So there's ACOM, 7 individual categories. There's public speaking, market plan, obviously, and then that's all I can remember.
Thanks to Cade, Mercer, and I for wrapping up FFA this week.
This week, Addie, Addison, and Lizzie went over fall formal and did a recap on it.
Saturday, October 28th was the 2023 Fall Formal. The dance was held in the multi-purpose room from 9 to 11 p.m. The theme was Masquerade. The dance was a hit and even the DJ was on the dance floor.
In this picture, you can see that senior Kaya Gabbert, Jocelyn Nielsen, and junior Landry Heath are having a good time at the dance. Thank you to everyone who showed up for this year's fall formal. We hope that the seniors had a memorable last formal and that the underclassmen are looking forward to the years to come.
Thanks to Addison Bartman and Addison Metters for the fall formal update.
Lizzie will be going over the fall play.
West Central's fall play is showing on November 2nd and November 3rd at 7 p.m. and November 4th at 2 p.m. in the West Central High School Auditorium. The play will be a comedy called Noses Off. Noses Off is a play within a play. Noses Off is about the backstage shenanigans of a play, The 9 Little Indians. Admission tickets will be $5 for adults and $4 for students.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Trojan Talk podcast. Good luck to our football players this week in their region game against Lennox. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Be sure to look out for our state football championship hype video at the pep rally.